Life and competition are about survival, mentally, emotionally, and physically battling. It's a true test of a person's instinct, habits, work ethic, and will to persist in the face of failure. The game of baseball is played to celebrate a tradition of fearlessness, courageous work ethics, instinct, nature, consistency, efficiency, repeatability, community, team, family, sacrifice, trust, faith, and confidence. This constant recognition and acknowledgement of traditions allows us to respectfully continue to paint a fresher story by using traditions as simple and basic fundamental guidelines and foundations while allowing you the opportunity to put your creative touch on the commitment, dedication, and discipline you have in performing the fundamentals. Throwing, fielding, catching, and hitting a baseball represent the fundamental skills that will forever be required to play the game of baseball. Being able to do those simple things repeatedly well has and will forever establish and build upon the game's historic roots for anyone with the obsessive eagerness needed to practice and learn through experimentation a personal plan for mastering and building upon the fundamental skills. The game's chaotic, unstable, and constantly changing environment and situations demand skills that are able to adapt and adjust on the go, a constant learning, evolving, and refining process. What an art and active beauty it is to see someone perform the ordinary things better than everyone else. With so many games within the game, individuals provide unique character and stories to the team community that helps to establish connective roots in a new kind of faith, confidence, and trust in the process and not the end result. You must be happy with being you. Know your game, have a plan, give yourself a chance to allow your dreams to become your reality. Great stories hold timely truths that impact the ages. Establish your legacy, respect the game, and have fun. Use the power within yourself to think and act differently than everyone else. Baseball, a celebration of history, stories, and simple commitment to discipline fundamentals. A game of a shared and meshed competitive instinctiveness. A game of creativeness, culture, diversity, skillful movement, the unpredictable, overcoming adversity, and a battle of the wills. History and stories connect generations and diverse ethnic backgrounds as their effect upon society, the world, culture, trends, and geographical environments help shape one's likes and dislikes, thoughts, actions, habits, movement patterns, athleticism, and lifestyles. The ability to battle emotionally, mentally, and physically through unpredictable situations. We use and share our uniquenesses in the game of baseball as a way to come together, to use the power within ourselves to think and act differently than everyone else. The simple objects of a ball and bat hold mysterious connections that allow you to use movement as a language and means of communication to do what words can't describe. The uniqueness of the game lies within the courageous power of representing something much greater than yourself. Swinging a bat, throwing a ball, lacing up spikes, and suiting up in a uniform is a celebration of the game's historical, progressive root, as the art of progression represents history's distinct framework, a structured guideline with an obsessive vision, plan, and purpose. Progression means that history is going somewhere, that your commitment in doing what others are unable and unwilling will raise the bar higher, impact history, establish your legacy. Baseball, a celebration of our pastime, your pastime, their pastime, a celebration of history. That's our common ground, a meshing of past and present stories and history to make for a better future. Stories provide the opportunity to build a connected bridge that allows interests, habits, and backgrounds to be shared, understood, and respected. What a sweet way to interact with and influence others. What a great way to learn so much more than the conventional paragraph, sentence, and words can put together. There are consequences for everything we do. Through preparation, we seek to minimize the accumulation of stress, fatigue, pain, and wear and tear that the body experiences and feels short-term and long-term. In terms of preparation, anything can work and make you better. There will be consequences for the accumulation of a program's methods and modalities if inconsistent with real, natural, understandable movement and basic fundamental skills. The clubhouse is where you take, show, share, and live the lifestyle and habits formed from the geographical environment and culture that has nurtured your being. It's where you and your teammates humbly sacrifice your individualism to sport a uniform and logos that represent life stories and something greater than the individual, as a lifetime of dreams can become reality by living, surviving, acting for, and having faith and trust in the greater good of the community and team. Clubhouses provide you the opportunity to instinctively and creatively experiment with the gift of movement and activity so that communication becomes fluid, rhythmic, and responsive reaction. Clubhouses where championship athletes and people flourish as a lifetime of friendships, unforgettable memories, and learning form through the power of communities that obliterate cultural barriers. Here is where people continue to learn how to battle and fight emotionally, mentally, and physically together through any obstacle, laying everything out on the line while constantly looking for a better way of doing things, and in doing so, act to raise the bar higher. Clubhouses are a meshing of cultures, a story of your history, your teammates' history, the game's history, and our history, used to form a better present, future, and history of the game for the story of the game. The clubhouse is your home away from home, where many stories are shared, formed, and made. This focus revolves around one objective: joining together to mentally, emotionally, and physically wear down the opponent. It is where we form the monster. It is where the manimal lives.